A new character is coming to the Bray Wyatt universe, and Tony Khan talks potentially buying WWE from Vince McMahon. But first, WWE Hall of Famer Arn Anderson has confirmed his current AEW contract status, as well as the contract status of his son, Brock Anderson, who he currently manages in the promotion. Speaking with WrestlingNewsPremium.com this week, the Enforcer would reveal that his son's contract is up this year, whilst his own deal is up next year, with him revealing, well, Brock's got about, I think in May, his is up, and then I have another year past that. I'm having a great time, I'm enjoying working for the company, and I'm going to certainly get that last year now. What they have for Brock and I together going forward, I don't know. That gives me another year and a half almost to help Brock every which way I can. I will stay with AEW as long as they want me, that's my one thing, and I said that after I left, well, I was canned by WWE. I don't want to be anywhere I'm not wanted anyway, not for 1 minute, not for any amount of money, not for 1 second. If at the end of the contract, if they would like me to stay on board in some limited capacity, I would love to. Former WWE SmackDown Women's Champion Naomi would get the internet talking last night when she made a change to her Instagram bio, which could hint at an exit from WWE. Whilst her profile previously stated that she was a WWE superstar, it now simply reads just Trinity, which is of course her real name, a suggestion that she no longer wants to be known by her WWE name of Naomi. Naomi walked out on an episode of WWE Raw back in May 2022 alongside Sasha Banks, with the two being stripped of their WWE Women's Tag Team titles, with the duo not being seen in the WWE ring since. Sasha, now going by the name of Mercedes Moné, has since left the company, having made her New Japan Pro Wrestling debut at Wrestle Kingdom on January 4th, with us now waiting on a more concrete update on the contract status of Trinity. Former Impact Knockouts champion Taya Valkyrie is a wrestler that we do know is a free agent, having been released from WWE back in November 2021, where she was known as Frankie Monet. Speaking with Fightful this week, Taya would confirm that despite appearing for multiple promotions since then, including Impact Wrestling, AAA, MLW and NWA, she is technically still a free agent and is eligible to work anywhere she likes. The news is interesting given the number of major wrestling promotions looking to add experience to their women's talent roster, with no doubt being a good addition to AEW or WWE were a deal to be made. This coming WrestleMania weekend, Game Changer Wrestling and Josh Barnett will present Bloodsports 9 from Los Angeles, California, where a top AEW star will make his GCW return. The unique MMA-inspired pro wrestling hybrid will see Jon Moxley make his return to the promotion, appearing for the first time since his GCW World title loss to Nick Gage in October, although right now his opponent has yet to be confirmed. Moxley isn't the only major star on the show, however, as elsewhere on the card, top free agent Kota Ibushi is set to battle Speedball Mike Bailey, with the event going down on March 30th from the Ukrainian Cultural Center in LA. WWE Intercontinental Champion Gunther would speak on the Rob Brown Show this week, where he would discuss a potential match with the Beast Brock Lesnar. The Austrian would confirm that Lesnar, who was at one stage Gunther's rumoured opponent at WrestleMania this year, is his quote end boss. This after the two collided during the recent Royal Rumble match, and he would note, Brock is a 1 in a million guy, 1 in 10 million. I always like those guys that have stood out from the pack. I stopped watching wrestling for a while when I was a teenager, and then I got back into it again when I started training. There was a time when Brock was young and he was wrestling Eddie Guerrero and Big Show and Kurt Angle, and the guy was fantastic. I always loved his matches and was very impressed with that, and also with the recent years in WWE. I always thought it would be a thing for wrestling and my style, that's my end boss. I've been portrayed as the end boss in wrestling for a lot of guys, but I think Brock could be my end boss. I really hope the match goes down at some point. WWE Hall of Famer Bret Hart is set to star in an upcoming movie later this year, which is set for release on March 24th. Whilst Hart's role is still unclear, he will appear in a thriller titled Stalker alongside Sophie Skelton and Stuart Brennan, news that was announced by Gravitas Ventures last week, and they would note, a broken down freight elevator precariously hangs dangerously high, trapping a young woman inside with her stalker. Rose Hepburn, a young horror actress, returns to her empty hotel. Forced to use the old freight elevator, it jolts to a halt on the 12th floor, leaving her trapped with an unusual stranger. Left with no phone signal as a storm approaches, tensions escalate and suspicions rise when Rose discovers the identity of the mysterious man is Daniel Reed, a camera operator who is seemingly obsessed with her. Ring of Honor are finally set to resume their weekly ROH TV show, this for the first time under the Tony Khan era. So far, the AEW president has ran pay-per-views under the ROH banner whilst the television deal was explored, although it was recently confirmed that the weekly show will be coming to Honor Club, the company's streaming service, at least for the time being. According to Fightful Select, talent have been informed that the first set of tapings will be held at the end of February, this at the Universal Studios in Orlando, the same venue used to host AEW Dark. The shows are said to lead into the Supercard of Honor pay-per-view on March 31st, with the report also noting that several AEW contracted talent who were signed as far back as spring were signed with the intent of using them on ROH programming, meaning we will likely see a reduced AEW roster with many being moved across. Wrestling journalist Tom Colohue would release a video last night where he discussed the future of Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy in WWE, with him revealing some insider knowledge on the plans for the menacing duo. Whilst I won't cover the entire video, let's take a look at some of the cliff notes, as according to Tom, the Uncle Howdy character is based on Wyatt's real-life uncle, Barry Windham, with the mask holding a striking resemblance to the WWE Hall of Famer. He would also confirm that Bray Wyatt's brother, Bo Dallas, has been the one behind the mask, who signed a contract with WWE back in September to play Howdy and other characters involved in the Wyatt universe when Bray made his WWE return. Whilst Bo is the one portraying the character for now, Tom would reveal that eventually Bray Wyatt himself will become Uncle Howdy, with the two said to be one in the same, with Howdy being one side of Wyatt's personality. It was then noted that whilst they appear to be on the same page for now, the two will likely meet at WrestleMania, with Bray continuing to fight his darker side. It was also revealed that an Uncle Harper will also be introduced into the story, a term WWE did recently trademark, who will act as the light side of Wyatt, or the yin to the yang of Uncle Howdy. Whilst the storyline has progressed pretty slowly over recent months, it appears that things may begin to finally start heating up if the plans play out this way. And as a side note regarding Uncle Howdy, he can actually be seen backstage during a recent vlog by Mike Malak, who was at the Royal Rumble event alongside his best friend Logan Paul, who of course appeared in the men's Rumble match. During a portion of the video that showed Mike interacting with Solo Sikoa of the Bloodline, Howdy could be spotted in the background making his way through the corridor, confirming a recent report from Fightful that revealed the man behind the mask stays in disguise during shows, although they would later confirm that it was indeed Bo Dallas portraying the character. AEW President Tony Khan would speak on the Mark Hoke show last night, where he would provide an update on his interest in purchasing WWE, with Vince McMahon currently looking for a buyer of the company. Khan's interest was reported by CNBC in January, with he and his father Shad said to be working on a joint bid with a broadcast partner, with many assuming this to be Warner Discovery through their relationship with AEW. On the show, Tony would confirm that he is still interested in the deal and said, "If there is a sales process, certainly I'm interested in it and potentially being involved in it. We'll have to see what that process is and who exactly they'll let get involved in it. Certainly I'm interested in it very much." And before you go, make sure you check out 10 masked AEW wrestlers unmasked.